Ah, then I say a good evening to everyone. Joe is just fixing his mic.
Yes, here I am. A
Um,
very good evening,
there
everyone.
he is.
So apologies for the small delay in the stream. Sometimes hospitals they don't go that quickly. So we just missed the start of the race. It's lap 3 of round 3 of the Belgian CLIO Cup Championship. Simon, you've watched the start. Tell us what happened. What did we miss?
Yeah, it was a pretty chill start, even though conditions are tricky because it rained at noon and we still have a damn track. We saw some cars struggling with the conditions, going off here and there. Some cars with dry tires, some still with wets. And we can keep an eye, especially on Dylan Acosta, because he had a qualifying ban, because he had 5 penalty points, and he's gaining from the back, already gained 11 positions.
Wow, that's a great performance. Yes, indeed. I also see Christophe Delek gaining 15 positions since the start. Is that possible?
No, I think
Maybe my
that's a
timing is
mistake
off.
because he started, he has gained 2 positions. So
Okay, yeah, my timing looks to be off a little bit. But indeed, it's Jonathan Delforge in first position in the Pro class and Christophe Delek in the AM class. Let's have a look. There's some cars going 2, maybe 3 wide through the first corners of Oschersleben. Also a very technical track, just like last week or 2 weeks ago. Virginia International Raceway. Let's have a look at Lucas Staalman. He's on the tail of Jonathan Delforge and he's followed by Jentel Ventile.
yeah, and I don't know on which tire he is on because my overlay says in the relative that he is. No, he's indeed on dry tire. So it's only Christoph from the Daily Trust guys that is on rain tires. No, Francois also, if I'm correct. Yeah. My overlay shows wet tires. So Talman is on dry tires, same as Delforge and Yentl. So maybe that's already a point that's showing off a little bit.
Yes, indeed. I was looking at the timing, but I think there was an off track from Delforge there. And he lost 2
Yes.
positions to Talman and to Ventile.
Yeah, I think he even got a slowdown there. So had to
Yeah,
give back some time.
that's always painful. So indeed, we have the top 3 now on dry tires. Christophe Herbignot is the first one on wets. And then it's also wet tires for François Strat. So most of the drivers are driving on the dry tires, which is probably the best choice. If I look at the top 3, those times are pretty good and consistent as well.
Yeah, it was really on the edge because, of course, the track got dry with the qualifying. So the last times came in with dry tires. So it was a gamble if you go for it already in the race.
Delforge to the inside. No,
Oh.
just doesn't make it. It was a close call.
So we see that Strat now lost, I think, 2 positions. Maybe the guys on dry tires can push a little bit more now. And yeah, also the sun is coming out, so there's also no more rain forecasted. So the second race will be for sure on dry tires.
Yes, indeed. I think we will see lots of dry tires in the next race. But first, we still have 22 minutes to compete. Around Oschersleben, a lap takes around 1 minute 41 seconds. So yeah, lots of laps to go. Sorry, 20 minutes. So that is a full heat. So we still have 12 minutes to go, almost halfway.
Yeah.
Martin Kerfs in 5th, followed by Jarne Biesmans. Also both on the dry tires. Ooh, Jarne Biesmans going off the track. Must have been the commentator's curse.
Yeah, you got that well. Already last time.
Yeah, indeed. Loris Vlieger, the leader in the AM Championship, is currently not in first position. That's Christophe Delek.
Yeah.
But Loris Vlieger had a quite dominant first round, so looking forward to what he's doing.
of course, the conditions are pretty tricky. It was actually Stefan Vandersmissen from the AM class that got the pole in the class, but with the move in turn one in the second lap, he got off the track. He tried to overtake Maxim Rohrbruck, so he lost some positions after that because he had to go through the grass. So Lorenz is actually P2 in the class.
Is this a pass for the lead? Yeah, that's a pass for the lead. Thalmann on the inside of Van Thiele going off the track, missing the turn and losing the position as well to Jonathan Delforge. There was a little bit of contact, some door-to-door rubbing, but all in all, the damage is limited.
Yeah, gotta exchange some of that livery. Rub off that paint so the car doesn't look too new.
Yes, indeed. Also Verstraeten gaining a position, now in 8th. Just made a pass on Mathieu Collin. And they made a pass as well on Da Costa. Another time too wide. Thalmann on the outside, Delforge on the inside, and then they switcheroo. Now it's Delforge with the best line. Let's see if he can take the position from Thalmann. Looks like he's made the pass completely. But, ooh, Van Thiele, a little bit of contact with Thalmann.
Yeah, really close between these three guys.
Yeah, Christophe Herbignot, he is suffering a little bit on those wet tires, I think, because he has a gap of 4 seconds to Van Thiele. But Gerfs and Biesmans are on his tail and they are not letting him go.
Yeah, because they overtook François Strat and now got to close the gap to Christophe Herbignot. So I think the rain tires are just overheating. There's not enough water to cool them down, so they are struggling.
Yep, it's a bad guess from the start. Unlucky for Herbignot. Gerfs making the pass. Biesmans just not yet. But this is going to cost Herbignot some points in the standings. Let's see,
Yeah.
Van Biesmans to the inside. Can he make the move? Oh, he's quite careful. No contact. And then they go onto the start-finish straight. A little bit of off-track as well from Maarten Kerfs, who is now crossing the finish line. And it looks like Herbignot stays in front.
Yeah, and of course you have to see because there's a reverse grid on the second race, so you don't want to end up behind the 8th place because that's the problem for François Strat now because he's holding up all the package and Dylan Acosta got already passed. He's on 7th position, so awesome race from him there.
Yes, absolutely. Incredible race. Here we're looking at Christophe Delake in the black car following the pro cars. That's François Strat, Kurt Verstraeten and Mathieu Collin. And he's followed by his rival Lorenz Vlieger.
Yeah, I think Strat is trying to put that CLIO on the track like a bus.
Make it big.
Yeah, but this will be a long time to defend. They are on the tail, so...
Yeah, I don't think François Strat will be doing this for the rest of the race. There's still 7 minutes to go, so a lot of things can happen in those 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, De Vlieger having a good run, I think, on... is he going to have a run? Yeah, maybe a look around the outside. Can he do something around the outside? It's a difficult corner to go around the outside because that puts you off the racing line. Kevin Dekkers following very closely as well.
Yeah, that's the issue now because we have the pro class and the AM leaders in the pack. So for the AM cars, it's not really about if they get past François Strat or not. It's more about who gets first in the class, and then maybe just do something if they got into P8, because then they would start first in the second.
Absolutely, and here is the pass for the lead. Loris de Vlier getting past Christophe de Leek, but de Leek is not giving up. He looks to be really close to the bumper. Let's see if he can take the wider line, but it doesn't seem like he held up with it. No, he definitely lost position, because now Dekkers is getting past him as well. No, he has to give in. De Leek has the inside here, and that's a long left where you definitely want to have the inside line.
It looks like Collet is now past Strat finally.
Yes, indeed.
So that's also the loss of the pole position for the second race for Strat. But yeah, you have to hang on there and see that you get your tires through the race, because if you do a pit stop, you lose a lot of time. I think this will be around 30-40 seconds. So no chance in doing that.
And here is a pass. Dylan Acosta getting past Christophe Herbignot. Christophe was looking to have a promising race, but poor choice to go on the wet tires. You never know. And that's the top 6 now, all on dry tires. Let's have a look at Delforge making the gap bigger and bigger. 1.6 seconds now. Thalman as well. 2.7 seconds is the gap to Ventile. And then we have Maarten Kerfs and Jarne Biesmans. But Biesmans also quite a bit back. So top 6 is settling. But Herbignot will... he's still following Dylan Acosta. Next up in line is Mathieu Collin, 8th.
Yeah, Christophe has to see that he just pushes, that he don't get caught up in that pack like his mate François Strat. And also Jonathan Delforge is really managing it. I think we already saw that in the last races he had the pace and the skill to be on top of the race, but there was always a bit of bad luck also. So now he's really getting it together and leading the race.
Yes, absolutely. There was another small position switch, but it's not over yet. De Leek getting past the Vlier. Let's see. Yes, he makes the move. It's a narrow move, but he does make it stick. That puts him back in P1 in the AM class.
Yeah, small touch there, but luckily no spin. Yeah, now it's also not just about the dry tires, but also who can adapt to the conditions the best, because it's a little different than the start of the race.
Yes, indeed. In the beginning of the race, we saw a lot of spray on track, but now that's something completely invisible. It's gone. So definitely everyone going for the dry tires in the next race, I suspect.
Yeah.
Yes, is closing the gap to Ventile, so that might be a final lap battle for a podium place. De Leek and
exactly.
And De Vlier are still battling on track for that first position in championship.
It's so tight. We also see in the lap times Da Costa just did the fastest lap. And Maarten Kerfs was half a second faster than Jentel van Thielen, so there is an option to maybe attack in the last laps.
There looks to be an option indeed, because there you have the two of them. Maarten Kerfs following Van Thielen, now 0.3 of a second. That's the gap between both. Should be a window, probably next lap for Maarten Kerfs. Maybe sooner if Van Thielen makes a mistake, because you have to manage the tires.
Exactly, and in the back we saw already that Da Costa is past, was it Jarne Biesmans already? So he directly made that move stick.
Robroek falling back, he must have made a mistake, because I saw him dropping down the standings. Maybe an off track or a slowdown. Those can be quite brutal, the slowdowns. 1 minute on the clock. Let's see where Delforge is on the track. He is 30% in his lap, so this might be the final lap. I haven't seen the white flag, but we'll see.
I think we get one more if I was correct. So
let's have a look at Kurt van Hoenecker. Maybe we can see the flag. No, that's the white flag. So this is the final lap of the first heat. Ooh, side by side here. De Vlieger and De Leek. De Leek on the inside. Can Loris De Vlieger make it around the outside? He can really slingshot himself, but will it be enough to make it past? Because this is a fast section, a fast left-hander. No, it's De Leek in front, making the gap bigger and bigger. So this looks like a done deal for him. Maybe in the next sector we have another move of De Vlieger.
And you always have to be aware of the curbs. They can be wet and slippery.
Yes, absolutely. Let's have a look. Here is Delforge with a gap of 4.6 seconds. So astonishing drive from him in this first heat of the race, third round, followed by Lucas Taalman, who comes in second for Deloitte Automotive, and Van Thiele on the podium. Maarten Kers nearly just missing out. Their amazing drive from Dylan da Costa and Jarne Biesmans as well. And now we are waiting for the first guy on wet tires, and that's Christophe Hermillot, who managed to keep it in front of Mathieu Collin. And there is Kurt Verstraeten, teammate from Loris De Vlieger, and that's the one we are looking at right now. But first it's De Leek. De Leek making it over the finish line first time in this championship that he takes the win in a M class. Dekkers as well making it around. There is Serge Dendas, teammate of De Leek, and coming in third position. Let's have a look. There is Brian Timmermans, last of the pro drivers, followed by Van Hoenecker and Hendricks. Ooh, almost a photo finish on the line there. Yes, perfect. That's a very good race of Delforge, making it through with a big gap of almost 5 seconds, and another gap of 1.5 seconds between Taalman and Van Thiele. There you have another look at the results. Yes, it's loading. There it is. That's it. So top 3 in pro class is Delforge, Taalman and Van Thiele. Top 3 in the AM class is De Leek, De Vlieger and Serge Dendas. Now, don't forget, guys, we will have a reverse grid for the start of the next race. So first 8 positions will switch, meaning that Collin and Hermillot will start from the first row. And then, Simon, I think it's safe to say that we will take a very small break, show you some sponsor videos, and then we will be right back. Welcome back, everyone. Back for round 2 of, or the second heat of tonight's race, round 3 at Motorsport Arena Oschersleben. It was a 10-minute warm-up session, just enough time for the guys to cool down, and the other guys that were driving on wet tires earlier to check if the dry tires are better now. And if I look at the time that Herbignot put down, I think it's safe to say that it is indeed faster now on the dry tires. You don't really see much moisture on track anymore, no spray whatsoever. So I suspect that everyone will be driving the dry tires.
Yeah, the mechanics had to run and take the dry tires, put them on the cars. Yeah, but that was pretty much what was on the weather forecast. So I think it's safe to say that that worked pretty well. And now we will have a look how the reverse grid will sort out, and also like for Strat, who now starts a bit further back and has to fight back for the second race.
Yes, indeed. Warm-up is coming to an end. That means that we can show you the grid. So first row is a start for Mathieu Collin next to Christophe Herbignot. Second row, Biesmans and Da Costa. Next up, Kerfs and Van Thiele. And then it's Taalman and first race winner Delforge. Fifth row, Verstraete next to the AM leader of tonight, Christophe Deleek. Then Laurens de Vlier and Kevin Dekkers. Dundas, who finished in third in the AM Championship, in 13th, next to François Strat. Then Goossens en Lemmes, Klose en Van der Smissen. Roobroek en Agneses in P20. Timmermans en Van Akker. Timmermans en Van Hoenakker. That's better. And then Hendricks and Vankets. To finish off, we still have Max Musin and Christian Collin. Also Damien Thibault. Have a look there, the lights are going on already, everyone's ready, everyone's on the dry tires as well. So let's get started for the second race. Good start it seems from Collin, some wheel spin from Biesmans on the second row. Herbignot has a good start as well, going to the inside of Collin. Let's see what Collin will do. Will he give him the space or will he go aggressive? I don't think he will. Let's see, they go Collin on the inside, Herbignot on the outside. Collin manages to keep his place. Lots of gravel on track there in the first corners. They go 2 wide, 3 wide. Collin and Herbignot still in front, and then it's Van Thielen followed by Da Costa, but Da Costa has Biesmans on the inside now. That's not a good place to be. He will probably make it past here in this fast left-hander. Let's see, still side by side. They keep on going side by side, and they keep on the track as well, so that's some good driving. Biesmans now on the outside. That means, oh, a little bit of contact there. Da Costa has the inside. Let's see if Taalman can join them as well. No, Taalman stays behind. And he's followed by first race winner Delforge, who will be driving to the front of the grid really fast, as soon as possible. Biesmans on the outside, Taalman and Delforge on the inside. Kers cannot make the pass yet. He will have to wait one turn longer. Oh, a little bit of gravel. Delforge putting 2 wheels off the track, but making the pass on Biesmans. De Vlier made a spin. Let's see, can he rejoin safely? Oh, close call with, I think it was Maxime Roobroek.
Maxime, yeah.
That's unfortunate for him. That puts him in 6th position in class and gives lots of space to drive for Christophe Deleek. Oh, makes a mistake as well. Oh, it's carnage. It's absolute carnage. Dekker's going off the track as well. Some other people making mistakes. It's 2 wide, it's 3 wide. Amazing.
Yeah, I think Simon Lemon's also involved there with the blackout green rims. So
yeah, indeed he is.
So the M class gets mixed a lot. So we will see who gets out on top in the next laps.
Just like Thomas says in chat, when the Pirelli guys yell, Mamma mia! Herbigno made the pass on Mathieu Collin, so he's driving in front, and then it's Van Tielen and Da Costa still. Da Costa coming real close. Thalman in 5th position now after starting in 7th. Delforge behind him as well. And then it's Biesmans in P7th.
It's only Martin Kers from the front that lost some places. It's Yentl that gained 3 places at the start, so pretty good start there, but he now had to give way to Da Costa.
Yes, indeed, he has. Yeah, Kers, he fell back a bit. Indeed, I'm not sure what happened. Lots of things happened, so we'll have to look back at it later. Let's see, Thalman, he's getting it real close to Van Tielen. Thalman is on the outside, which becomes the inside very soon, so that might be in his advantage. Let's see, Thalman on the inside. Van Tielen stays besides, but can't stay beside for long enough.
Yeah, and that gives the top 3 a bit of room to breathe. Jonathan Delforge is watching with a good eye behind them. He also did the fastest lap. So, and we know from the first heat that he is really on a good pace.
Yes, he seems to be following very well. Just like we were talking during the break, there's so much rubber or gravel on track, it's crazy. You can really see it, and probably drivers can feel it as well. The track is drier, so times are 2 seconds faster than the first heat race. Oh, Da Costa in 3rd now, really close to Collin. Wait, wasn't he behind Van Tielen? Yeah, Van Tielen.
Yeah, he overtook Van Tielen already.
Yeah, indeed.
So that's... Oh, and now he got past Collin.
Yes, indeed.
He
goes too fast for the camera. Interesting place, indeed.
Wouldn't have expected that, but I think it was the same case for Collin. Really tight there at the front.
Cacro's just making it past Pieter Goossens in the final corner or in the beginning of the straight. He's going to attack Christophe Deleke now, the leader in the AM class, who made a small mistake earlier, but managed to recover well and still a couple positions in front of Simon Lemmens.
Yeah, and I think we also saw Christophe Deleke there, right? He should be in the pack there. Yeah, so he is the leader for the AM class at the moment.
Yeah, he is leading the pack indeed. De Vlieger, he dropped some positions earlier, but he made it past a couple of them again. So that's going quite well for him. Serge Dendas, who started in 3rd, who finished in 3rd last race, is now in 6th position in class. So he was probably involved in the incident earlier on as well.
Yeah, so De Vlieger has some laps to maybe get back on top of the class.
Kers going on the inside of Kurt Verstraeten, just not making it past. Let's see if he can pull it off in the final corner and on the start-finish straight. He'll have to watch out because he has Christophe Deleke on his ass. And there he goes for the move to the outside to prepare for the second corner. There he would be on the inside.
Yeah, and also for Christophe to take care, because these are not the guys. Like in the overall, he's fighting them, of course, but for the class, I don't know if it even was contact. I think
maybe he just had some oversteer from the curb, but it did look suspicious though. Now
he paid good attention there.
Yeah, and Robroek taking full advantage as well, making the pass on Deleke, following Klose.
Yeah, of course, bad luck for the league, but again, he's in another class, so we can be a bit chilled about that.
Absolutely, Herbignot taking a comfortable gap to Dylan da Costa, 1.3 seconds, but I think Dylan da Costa is... no, they are equally fast, literally. They are
Yeah.
their best time was 1 minute 38.53 seconds. So this might be a battle later on. We still have 12 minutes to go, so that's plenty of time. Robroek making the pass on Close. Clean pass, now Close is under the attack of Kurt Verstraeten from Eagle Speed Academy.
Yeah, and also for Kurt, really good race day today, right? I think these are among the best positions he was in the 3 races.
Yeah, good race
like
indeed.
3 rounds.
Good race indeed. It's always fun at smaller tracks like Oschersleben. There's lots of battles, especially with the lower powered vehicles, just like the Renault Clio. It's such close battling always. It's nice. Strat, can he make the pass on Van Thiele? Yes, he does. Oh, watch out, because Van Thiele will have Beastmans on the other side now. No.
You don't want to go 3 wide in there.
To the inside again. Going aggressive on the curves. Ooh, that looked like some netcode side by side drifting. But they managed to keep it clean enough.
Yeah, Jentl is really going for the gap.
Yes, indeed, he was. The gap existed for a tenth of a second, and he decided to go for it.
Yeah, but we already saw it at Virginia, so I think he has a fable for late moves, like getting off the brake a little bit to let the car roll in at the apex, get in that little bit of space when the other driver is not expecting. So that's also a way of attacking, but of course It's very risky and you have to take care.
First Beastman's making a mistake, then Van Thiele going into the gravel.
Yeah.
The guys are really pushing it so hard. Delforge now maybe making a move on the inside of T1 to make a pass on Lucas Taalman. Let's see if he can make it. He looks to be going faster. He's fully passed it on the straight. Very well executed, lots of speed on the straight. And that's Delforge, P1 in race 1, and now halfway he's again at P4 after starting in 8th position. This is the battle for 3rd position on the podium. And 2nd position as well. Julien Agnes is in 2, also, Simon Lemmens in 3, and then it's Hendricks and De Leek. What happened to De Leek? He fell back. It's Loris de Vlieger again in P1.
Yeah, I think he got caught up in the package more, right? No, de Vlieger is even first, so there has to be an incident that happened. So we have P1 to 5 from the AM, P2 to 5 from the AM class directly behind each other.
This is in slow motion, that's maybe not necessary.
Yeah, but we see, he got touched, yeah.
Oh, yes!
So
he saved it though, but loses a lot of positions.
Wow. Yeah, very unfortunate for him. Not much he could do there. But now an exciting pack there. Also the first appearing in the top 3 for Julien Agnes. I think we all know his name from the other series. So
yes, indeed.
He's up there, Simon Lemmens from the last race in P3. So we see new guys and also well-known guys up there.
Yes, we do, and it's again Loris de Vlieger in P1 in the AM class. Yeah. I don't know how he did it. He fell back to P6 or P7, and now he's back driving in the front again, behind all the pros. Kloos and Verstraeten just in front of him, and he looks to be faster than Kloos and Verstraeten. So there might be another position switch real soon. Let's see if he can make a pass. Oh, some contact with Kloos and de Vlieger in the braking zone.
Yeah, some moving there, some shifting around. I'm at
CLIO.
the front. Yeah.
Go.
The front looks stable. Also, Da Costa is putting on the pressure, but yeah, Christoph is really nailing those lap times. These guys are yeah, like 7/10 a lap faster than everyone else.
Yes, they are indeed. Here's Simon Lemmes under attack of Christophe de Leek. Let's see what Christophe de Leek will do. Let's not forget that they are not teammates. They just look to have the similar stripes on the
Yeah.
on the car. Lemmes from 5 minutes racing. Oh, de Leek on the outside, but he does make the move and makes a clean pass on Lemmes. Now his next target is Agnesis.
Yeah, and also for Vlieger, it will be interesting when he gets caught by the other two guys behind and maybe lose out to them. Then he's right in front of the other AM cars again.
Lemmes again chasing the Leek while managing to stay ahead of Florent Hendricks. Gap between Herbignot and Acosta in the front is now 2 seconds, so Herbignot did gain just a little bit. Put down some really fast laps and made a bigger gap to Da Costa. Gap to Collin is another 2 seconds, so top 3 seems to be settling a bit. Thalmann stays close to Delforge anyways.
Yeah, it has settled down a bit, and Strat also gaining 8 positions, so he made up for the yeah, more disadvantaged choice of the rain tires in race 1.
Yes, indeed. Just like we suspected now, everyone is on the dry tire. That must have been the most logical choice. Is there a pass? Is it Serge Dundas getting past Lemmes? I think it is. No, getting past... not getting past. It was Hendricks making the pass on Lemmes.
Hendricks, yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
So he now got them both.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
there seems
Lemmes.
to be a drive-through.
Oh!
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a sketchy entry.
Yeah. And might be also a bit more wet than the racetrack. I don't know how it's simulated, but there are not a lot of cars driving through the pit lane.
Oh, there is two teammates, De Vlier and Verstraeten. Verstraeten missing the braking zone a little bit, blocking the front wheels, it seems. And now it's De Vlier in front of him. Oh, and there a dive on the inside of Kloos, on the inside of Verstraeten. But Verstraeten manages to stay in front of Luca Kloos. Next up is Pieter Goossens. Meanwhile, Lemons left pit lane, so I suspect it was a drive-through penalty.
Yes. Yeah, because we saw a lot of guys going into the gravel, and then of course you have the chicane where you can maybe it's not your fault, but you have to get a slowdown, so you will get fast to the 10x and then get the drive-through.
Teammates Thalmann and Strat from Delatraz Automotive making it across the finish line for the 11th time. 3 minutes on the clock. Let's see if they can make a move on Jonathan Delforge, but that's still 1.5 seconds ahead of Lucas Thalmann.
And Chaos with the personal best lap, so he really closed that gap to Wiesmann. So maybe I think last race he was also in the possibility to do a last lap move. So maybe now again. At least the inside there is now clear of gravel, like the outside is completely full.
Yes, indeed. Was by time.
We need more marshals with blow dryers.
Serge Das now in 5th. Seems to be closing in a little bit on Florent Hendricks. Maybe making a move. Is he going to do it in the braking zone here? He goes to the inside, late on the brakes, side by side, but Hendricks stays up front. Now maybe the undercut. Let's see if he can do it in this corner. And
Around
it looks like he has a good momentum. Yes, clean move around the outside. Nice move from Serge Das from Stadmotor, making it up into 4th position, making the pass on Florent Hendricks.
Yeah, and you really see that going over the sausage curbs is a way, but you lose a lot of momentum because also your car gets lifted in the air. So that's not always the best way to go through the chicane there, or through the 2 turns.
Yes, indeed, it isn't. Maarten Kerfs now in 9th position after starting in 5th. Didn't have the best of luck, but stays close to Biesmans, ready to make a pass whenever he sees a moment. 30 seconds on the clock, so that must probably mean that we are... Did we see the white flag?
We have one more.
Yeah, I think we have one more because Christophe Vergniaud is in the final corner, so he will be seeing the white flag. Yeah, there it is. François Strat almost making a pass on Lucas Taalman. They have to work together though. They can lose more than they can win at this moment because 3.5 seconds is a lot to make up for in a lap. It's the white flag being waved, meaning it's the final lap of the evening. Christophe Herbignot in the lead.
Yeah, it goes
after
past so quickly,
starting on the first row as well, next to Mathieu Collin. In the AM class, it's Loris de Vlieger still in the lead, and he doesn't seem to be under much attack because Julien Agnees is a couple cars behind him, and Christophe Delake as well.
Yeah, let's see who has the possibility to go for a last lap move.
Maybe Kerfs on Biesmans. I don't think François Strat is going to do it, maybe, but if Kerfs is able to do it in this final lap, it would be very good for his points.
It's always the easy part to get close to someone, it's the hard part to get past someone.
Absolutely. And there he is again, Christophe Herbignot, making the final corner of the evening onto the start-finish straight, flashing the headlights. Another good win for him. Didn't make it in the first round, but he did in the second one, so that's very nice comeback. Da Costa in second and Collin in third. Then it's Jonathan Delforge just missing out on the podium. And there we have the other teammates, Lucas Taalman and François Strat. Jente van Tiele, followed by Maarten Kerfs, because Biesmans is in the pit lane. Biesmans making a final pit stop, drive-through penalty, and there is Loris de Vlieger, another win for him in his AM championship. He almost had a perfect championship, but Christophe Delake took the first win of tonight. Julien Agnees is in second, Christophe Delake in third, and there is Serge Dendas just missing out on the podium. Proper drive from him as well. Pieter Goossens coming around the final corner now. Nope, that's the first corner. In 13th position in Pro Class.
Yeah, but really interesting there because I think the drive-through came, or maybe he got it in the last lap, but if he serves it in the last lap, I think this is a penalty automatically from iRacing.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's better just to finish the race because you cannot clear the penalties in time. Let's see if we can show the results.
Now also maybe worth a word for Colin on P3. I think he also, yeah, got his reward after some heated 2 rounds.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So there you have the final standings of tonight. Christoph, wait, let me just do this for a second. Oops. Yeah. There you have it. Christophe Herbignot in first next to Dylan Da Costa and Colin on the podium. Delforge in fourth, followed by Taalman, Straat, Van Tiele and Kerfs. Robroek in ninth, just in front of the AM winner Laurens de Vlieger. Kurt Verstraeten in 11th place, followed by Kloos in P2 in AM, Agnesis and P3 Christophe de Leek. Next up 2 AM, Serge Dendas and Florent Hendricks, followed by Pieter Goossens and Jarne Biesmans. Max Musa in P19, followed by Stefan van der Smissen in 20th. Kevin Dekkers, followed by Lemmens, Van Kets, Van Hoenacker, Christian Collin, and Brian Timmermans. No start from Damien Thibault this round. Yeah, Simon, what do you think? It was.
Yeah, I was
think
just
it was another
confused that
good one.
iRacing shows me as a driver, even though I
Yeah.
connected
I'm not sure
to
why.
watch the race. Interesting. Now, I think awesome track. I wouldn't have imagined to see such a load of racing. These 20 minutes per race were like, it felt like 5 minutes per race. Yeah, just awesome driving. I'm happy to see other guys getting to the front, a big mix there. So yeah, I was just pretty excited and I was well entertained.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too. And the field was so close again. You see, for example, now in the final standings, Kurt Verstraeten coming in 11th place, and the the three drivers that follow him, or the four drivers even, are within 3 seconds. So that means close battles until the end. Some unfortunate penalties, some drive-throughs for some. That's always a shame. But it is what it is. You have to manage the incident points and keep them as low as possible.
Yeah, it's a big part, but you also get rewarded if you have non-incident points. So yeah, and that's also a goal what you want to reach, to have a fair racing, because in sim racing you sometimes lose the difference that you are not harmed when you crash.
Yeah, absolutely. There's more to lose than to gain sometimes, so you have to just keep your head cool. Yeah, good win from Delforge in the first rounds. Unfortunately, we didn't get to capture the starting laps, but it was exciting whatsoever. Another good win from Christophe Herbignot as well. He took the win last round, I think, in the first heat, and now another one in the books. So that's good for his championship points. Not the best performance in the first heat from Taalman, but he definitely made up in the second heat. I mean in P5, but his first heat was P2 again. So yeah, good points. It's a close battle between Taalman and Herbignot, and now Da Costa, amazing performance as well. Delforge scoring a lot of good points, so he will definitely move up in the standings a lot as well. And François Strat, the teammate from Delatraz Automotive, he is also good in the points. He was P3 before tonight, so I'm curious where he ends up. After
it will be
interesting.
Standings. Will be interesting also with Chaos and Beastmans, because they scored. Now Beastmans didn't score now, but Chaos scored again a lot of points. So he's also close to the leaders.
Yes. In the meanwhile, I see that we have a winner in the booth, so we can have a little talk with Christophe Hermignot, who has just joined us. Christophe, how are you doing?
Fine, really fine. I'm really happy about this second race. It was so great for me. Honestly, after race one, I'm not very happy about my choice of tires. But yes, with the P2 in the race two, it's much easy to the battle for the win. And yes, after 1 or 2 laps, I don't know, I passed Mathieu Collin, and yes, after it was really fun for me, and it's incredible. But Dylan Da Costa was really fast too. Honestly,
Yes, indeed.
it was so close, but yes, after in the end of the race, it's a little better for me. But yes, I'm very happy about this result. It's really great, and congratulations for Dylan and Mathieu too.
Yes, absolutely. Dylan was very fast as well. Finished within 2.7 seconds of you, so it was close, but just not close enough. You managed to seal the deal and take home another win. So that's the second win in the books for you. That's a good performance. Looking forward to the championship standings update after this round. I think you might be getting closer and closer, or even past Talman.
Yes, I don't know where it is, where I am in the championship standing really, but yes, I think it's very close. But Luca take a lot of points in the race one, so I will see when the standing
Yes.
is actually. But yes, I'm really happy because it's so good. It's so good to take a second win this season. I like a lot this track, so I'm
Yes,
happy
it's
with
a fun
that.
track indeed.
Yes, it's really great, and I'm happy about this night.
How was the tire management on the wet tires in Heat 1? Was it manageable or?
Yes, the choice is really, really difficult in the race one because in the end of the qualifications, yes, the wet is a little better, but yes, for the start of the race, it was so difficult to take the good choice, and for me, I think I tried with the wet tires, but yes, it's not the good choice. And after it's yes, it's really important to manage the tires, but yes. During laps by laps, the gap between the wet tires and the dry tires is so big, and yes, the objective it's just a top 8 after that, and yes, with the P7 it's better for me because it's a P2 for the race 2, so yes, it's not too bad, but I'm not happy about my choice in the race 1, but yes, the win in the race 2 it's better.
Yeah, you'll have to do some preparing for next round and make sure you take the right tire choice because it's very important indeed. I think there
Yes.
was like a 2 or 3 second difference between race 1 and race 2 in terms of lap time, so it is
Yes,
a big
yes.
difference indeed. But you still managed to keep it up in 7th position, which is still a good performance.
Yes, but thank you.
All right, Christophe. Then we will maybe speak each other again if you manage to get a podium in the next round. Are you looking forward to it?
Yes, for the next one, I hope to have the good results. Maybe again a podium or the win. We'll see. Honestly, yes, it's difficult to see our pace in every round. Yes, and the weather is really important. So we'll see the forecast for the next round, and we'll try to the best for another podium and maybe a win.
Yes, absolutely. Well, good luck with the preparations for the Nürburgring GP. We'll speak to each other soon. Cheers.
Yes, and thank you for the podcast, and see you soon.
No worries.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Next up, we have the second
Hello.
podium finisher of tonight. Welcome, Dylan Da Costa, to the broadcast.
Hello, how are you?
Congratulations.
Good evening.
Thanks. Was very funny.
Yes, it was. You were driving incredibly fast tonight. We were looking at the times. It was getting close between you and Christophe Herbignot, but
Yes.
yeah, you couldn't really make it happen. Also, lots of positions gained in Heat 1. So how was
Yes.
that race in duet?
I chose to start on slicks with the truck drying out, and it was a successful gamble with a crazy comeback. That I'm happy with a great P5, and
Yeah.
I'm happy to be in P2 behind Christopher. So great points, great weekend for me.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and it also saved your second race, right? Because
Yes.
if you don't manage to get up front in the first race, then you also start in the back for the second race. So it really saved both of your races, and you have first you have to manage to get past all the guys, even though you're a lot faster without a crash. So pretty nice job
Exactly.
there.
It was difficult because Oschersleben is very tight to overtake. So if we have no gap between us, it's difficult to overtake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's luckily it's a very small car, the Renault Clio, but some
Yeah,
people manage to make it really big on track sometimes.
yeah. In the race one, there is 3 or 4 3 wides on turn one, and it was a scare nightmare.
Yes.
So very cool race, and thanks guys
Yeah, there was
to make it
also
funny.
no worries. That's with a lot of pleasure. There was also, I don't know if if you were involved. There was also a very big incident in Heat 2 in I think it was between turn 1 and turn 2. A lot of cars going off the track all at once. Maybe that was also the consequence of going 3 wide into the corners.
Yeah, it was difficult between Luca and Yantol. So yeah, but after I need to pass Colin Matthew, and yeah, I try to manage to keep the pace to beat Christophe, sorry, but hard, very hard.
Absolutely. Next up is the Nürburgring GP. How
Yeah.
familiar are you with the track?
No drive on it, but I will train to keep the P1 and grab it on my bag.
Yes, some big points in the bag. Absolutely,
Yeah,
that's the spirit.
exactly.
Perfect. We wish you good luck with the preparations for the next round, and then we'll see each
Thank
other
you.
in 2 weeks, I think.
Yes, and
Perfect.
thanks for the stream, for the race, for the championship. It was is very cool and a lot of fun in race. So keep pushing.
Nice to hear
Yes,
that.
same to you. Cheers. Bye, Dylan.
Thanks. Good evening, guys. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
All right, let's see who else we have here. We have Jentel Ventiele. Jentel Ventiele, welcome in the broadcast. Hello, Jentel. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear
Jentel. Congratulations on the podium finish.
Yeah, thank you. But it was a good sprint race, to be honest.
How was
Pace
it?
in the pace on the drying track was really good in the beginning, I think. Also, it did help that I think 2 of the guys that were in top 5 chose wets, which didn't end up being the good call, I think. Yeah, from then on, it was just securing a pretty good position for the feature race, actually. Just kept onto the podium, didn't take too much risk.
Yeah.
So
How
that's a
was
nice
the
pick.
with the broadcast? We just missed the start, unfortunately. How was the first laps?
I mean, the track was pretty good already in the sprint race. Then it was already more than dry enough to get the dry drives to work, but obviously there were still wet patches. So once you touched a wet patch, you just did go straight on, because that's how the CLIO works on a wet track with slicks. But it was alright, it was manageable, but it did make the first laps a bit complicated. Also to overtake the wet running guys, the guys that were on wet tires, because there was only like really one drying-ish bit of the track, so there was only one line you can really drive. So it was quite hard, but after we managed to overtake the guys on wet tires, it was a pretty easy podium from my point of view.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we witnessed as well. But unfortunately, we didn't see the start. But you started in 5th, I think, and made it up to P3. So that's some good points in the bag for your championship. Now that we are halfway, how are you looking forward to the Nürburgring GP? Is it a track you're familiar with?
I quite like the track, to be honest. We will see with the CLIO Cup, because the CLIO Cup, I find, is a quite different car to drive on Irish than everything else. So we will see how we get on. We will put some practice in. I hope to have some more time to practice, because for this race I only managed to practice in the wet, so the drive was a bit of the pace, but we will make it work. So
yeah, just like you did today. So we wish you a lot of good luck with the preparations, and then we'll see you in 2 weeks.
thanks.
Cheers.
See you later, guys.
All right, Simon, that's it for tonight, I think.
Yeah, what a race.
Two proper races, two times 20 minutes of door bashing, bumper rubbing, and exciting overtakes. That's what I think of it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm also excited to see how it will go on the Nürburgring, a track with a bit more space than here, even though yeah, it's also technical. You don't have a lot of long straights. And also how the points will turn out. I think there are some twists now. So it will be very interesting. And yeah, we're also getting to the second half of the championship. So yeah, we're getting somewhere near the end.
Yeah, absolutely. We are now past the halfway point, so yeah, looking forward to the updated standings, and then we will speak to each other in 2 weeks.
Exactly.
Here's Simon. See you all
See you
next
then.
time.
Bye bye.